Hey dear! So on today's Mars Musings, I would love to speak about finances and tracking your finances. So we're jumping into the portal of money here. I know that this can be something that I hone on upon a lot, but I've just seen time and time again that the fear around money really stems from the basics, that we don't know how much we're spending, that we don't know how much we need, that we're not tracking this. And I'm talking about inflows and outflows and all of it. So we're really in the flow of money because this honors money also, and it shows us how much we want to draw in, especially because we're with a new moon now and also starting a new year soon. It's a really good idea to get this aligned for the last year. So I really suggesting to take some time to put aside to look at your last year's finances, to really see what have you spent over the last year. And it's important to do it over a longer period, not just a few months, because we have different spending patterns at different times of the year. For example, in the summers, you might go on holiday. At other times, you might be spending less. Things might be going up in the winter, expenses on heating, I don't know. Every different situation changes, so it's very personal to you. The main thing that I'm saying is that we need to track it over time so we can look at it from one year to the next, and also we can then project forward. And this really starts with your personal finances, so you know where you're at, you know how much you need, you know how much you want to earn, especially as solo entrepreneurs, really setting that boundary, those intentions, putting that out. And then of course, once you've tracked your personal, then we look at your company finances. We can really then look at how much you're receiving for your work, for the different activities you're doing, and how much you also want to put forward. So for example, if you need to invest in something, if you want to expand your work, or if you want to look at which avenues of income are lucrative, which other ones you think you could put aside because they're not earning as much, or just being really clear on which activity is bringing you what. So for example, if one brings you exposure, then it's okay maybe if you're earning less, but it is filtering into the others. It's just a matter of looking at your own situation. Every situation is different, so I cannot say, okay, everyone has to do this the same way. But what I do suggest is that you do look at your finances and look at your personal ones and then your company or your project ones or whatever else it is, so that you can see how you balance it, so you can see where you're at. And it feels really important to do this before we get into the year end, especially in December. We have Christmas and then we stumble into the new year. So I really feel a lot of people want to get this aligned before. It's a great time to get it aligned. It's a great time to be clear about where you're going in 2023. Really have your objectives out there, and especially financially. The financials are our roots. It's money, it's our existence, and it's what we create with. And so I'm really inspired for you to really get into the flow of this and really tap yourself into money. I could talk about the energetics of money another time and really how it feels like it, what money really is in terms of that, but really just tapping yourself in, groundedness, building those pillars and knowing where you're at on that journey feels really important, because then you can also plan the year ahead. So it's not only looking at your financial plan, but then also your projections and the plans for your business, for yourself, and whatever else you want to do. So getting that clear, getting that honed down, getting it right is where you start with the foundations. And I kind of like this analogy that I bring often. It's like building a house, you know? We have the plan of the house, we're then putting the walls in, all the different parts, the electric cables, the sewage. I always think of this as like the lawyers, the accountants, allowing it all to flow. But it's really important to have that, because if you don't have a plan, we already build houses and go different from plans. So if we don't even have a plan, we don't know where we're going, right? So the idea is to have a plan, to have a focused direction. And then of course, as you go along, you make different decisions, you change things, but it's important just to have a direction, to really focus that in and know where you're going with that. I hope this inspires you to start doing your financial plans. If you are interested, maybe write back to me and I can send you a spreadsheet that's super simple to fill out if you want to kind of hone in a little bit deeper on that. And I'm super excited that you are going on this journey, that you're really preparing yourself for 2023 and really putting the foundations in to get it started. So first one for money, financial planning, and getting that clear for you. I hope this interests you from Mars Musings. Do let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to hear about that I can dive deeper into next time. And I look forward to seeing you next week on here. Big kiss and have a beautiful week.